Hello, this is Mrs. Mescher, librarian at Chinook, and it's Digital Citizenship Week, and we just want to make sure that you have the tools in your toolbox to be successful and productive online digital citizens. This lesson is called Don't Feed the Fish, and it's about digital privacy and maintaining your digital privacy. We want to know, how can you protect yourself from phishing? So by the end, you should be able to think and thus compare and contrast identity theft with other kinds of theft. Describe some different online ways that identity theft can occur, and use some message clues to identify examples of phishing, a type of identity theft, or potentially. So before we begin, think about something you own that someone else might want to steal. Why? What would they do with it? Maybe you thought about shoes, or a watch, or a car. What might people want to do with it? Sell it, make some money. That is what identity thieves are trying to steal, your private information. It's information that can be used to identify you because it is unique to you, such as your full name or your address, or even your student ID number. So this is information that we keep private because it can be used for lots of reasons. Identity theft is a type of crime in which your personal private information that we just talked about is stolen and is used for criminal activity. Thieves use other people's information in order to cyberbully someone, to pretend to be somebody else, to create false documents, to buy things with other people's money, or to even get jobs, loans, and driver's licenses. This is people's personal information is valuable. They do this, so they steal people's identities through lots of ways, but today we're just going to talk about an internet scam, which is usually an attempt to trick someone online, usually with the intention of stealing money or private information. And this is frequently done through something called phishing, when someone poses as an institution like a bank or a school or the federal government or Netflix or PayPal and sends you a personalized message asking you to provide private information through that link. That is phishing. So let's take a look at these. Are these things that we should click, or are these things that we should skip? When we take a look at this one, this is a tweet on pretend Twitter, and we look at this, and I'm like, okay, that's a abnormal username. It says world's weirdest pet, peek and retweet, with a shortened URL. It says, look now. That is an example of clickbait. It's something, ooh, that sounds kind of exciting. I love looking at weird pets. But when you click through that, it will possibly use cookies or other things to try to steal your identity. This one down here, awesome video games will give away free subscriptions to the first 200 people to repost from Gen Z. Good luck. Here's a link. So this is also an example of clickbait and phishing. It's trying to get people to repost, so to repopulate this message to get lots of people. Something that sounds very exciting, such as free games. So this is something that sounds pretty good, but then when you start looking at it, you're like, this is probably not true. Over here, this one right here is a text from a phone number. You've got cash. Look, we've got you is spelled wrong, so that's a clue that it's not official. Hi, this is to inform you, also another clue that this is not official, that the official Bank of US wish kindly to send you the amount of $2,000 from your relative. Get money now is our clicking link. So these typos indicate that this is not really official, and a bank would never send you a message in this form to tell you to send money with a send money now. It will, if something like this were to happen, you would get an official communication with letterhead that shows that it is official. But this has enough clues inside that you can tell that it's not. And this one over here from Maria Tellez, Says, Dan says you have the flu. Sorry you can't be here for the school play. But guess what? You can watch live at oakschool.com or oakschool/drama club/live. Yay! Now, this could go either way. If we don't know this person, this is not something that we should click through. If this is not true, this is not something that we should click through. But if you do know this person and you do have the flu, this is something that looks reputable. So notice, assuming you attend Oak School, but it's not full of misspellings, it's not a clickbait type shortened link. So not all shortened links are dangerous, but this one depends on whether or not you know the person and these facts are true. So a shortened URL is something that we need to watch out for. It's a web address that has been condensed and could potentially mislead a user into going to a risky website. It is not always bad, and sometimes it's just a good way of sharing information, like sending out a shortened Zoom link through something called bit.ly or tinyURL. But when it says, look here, that sounds very much like something you should not click through. So to keep yourself safe from scams, pay attention to those shortened URLs. Make sure that they are safe. Don't fall for a clickbait type headline that says something like, cute as pets, win a free gift if you're the first 200 people. And be aware that trusted institutions won't ask for personal data. So keep yourself safe, we care about your privacy, and protect your online information.